Namaste. Parents hear it all the time. It is important to read to your young kids. Have you thought of why exactly is that? And does it matter how often or what you read to them? Today's video is exactly about that. From birth, babies are hardwired to develop language skills, and consistent exposure to a wide variety of language patterns is what helps them do that. You will be amazed to know that a child of just 6 months, the visual system needed to recognize small letters, small symbols like letters, is already fully functional. And by 18 months, children typically realize that everything around them has its own name. In early years, children's perception, attention, conceptual systems, etc., develop at an incredible speed. Data and research show that reading to children can have significant impact on their brain development. Just exposure to words is the single most important thing that you can do to help build language pathways in your child's brain. Our brains are made up of billions of connected neurons. Each of these connections have the amazing ability to restructure themselves and form new connections depending on how we use them. Scientists call this phenomena neuroplasticity. Now you may ask, in the era of technology, can we ask Alexa to read to our kids? The answer is a big no. Hearing a book read over by Alexa just isn't going to give kids the same holistic benefit. The physical contact that you get from being held by your parent or your caregiver while you're reading actually helps to engage neurons in the brain. This makes kids more receptive to the language and the cognitive stimulation of the brain. It makes sense that being read to would help kids to learn to read themselves, and it's true that being read to supports their crucial learning process. While being read to is beneficial for kids of all ages, the benefits are somewhat different depending on the child's developmental stage. When you have a newborn, read whatever is available to you, even if it is a newspaper. It is just about having them hear words and sentences and language. As kids get older, content starts to matter more. Reading books with relatable themes can lead to meaningful conversations about what is happening in their lives. Another very important thing that reading to children helps is development of empathy and emotional awareness. As kids and parents read books about people whose lives are different from their own lives, and especially stories told from the perspective of other people, they gain appreciation for other people's feelings as well as their cultures, lifestyles, and perspectives. Books can also help kids learn how to handle their own feelings in healthy ways. Seeing characters in books experience big emotions like anger or sadness lets kids know that their feelings are normal and gives them a chance to talk about their own difficult feelings too. When kids are small, They do experience different kinds of feelings and emotions, but they're not able to give a proper name to those emotions. So, parents and kids sitting together and reading stories will help them to understand that people around them also experience those kinds of emotions. It's quite normal, and they will be able to give a name to those emotions, which will definitely help them in their socio emotional awareness or socio emotional and ethical development. Next, very important thing that reading to children helps is in developing the parent and child bond. In the era of technology, when everybody is busy with their own mobile phones or their own on screens, I should say, reading to the children about having consistent focus helps them to have consistent focus time together without distraction or demands. The sensory experience of sitting with a parent or a caregiver, hearing that familiar voice, seeing a book, and even hands all are important for child's brain development. It may feel like a very small thing for you, but it goes a long way in the proper holistic development of the child. So, young parents out there, make it a habit to read to your kids every single day. Not from the age of 3, not from the age of 5, not from the age of 7, but right from their, the time the child is born. I hope this video will be helpful to those young parents who wants their children to have proper and best kind of brain development. Thank you.